Hello and welcome to the Whiskey Boys podcast. I'm John and I'm joined by Matthew and Zach. How's it going, guys?
What up, though?
Yo.
What's up, though?
Dude, I don't know why I'm really pumped for today's podcast.
You know why?
Is it because you're wearing my shirt?
Yep.
That's exactly
That's what I was thinking. I was going to say because Jake Paul beat up Woodley, but hey.
No, it had nothing to do with that.
Oh. Was it because of Shang Chi came out or Shang Chi?
Shang
Chi.
No, Matthew and I saw it last night. It was really good.
I figured you guys did.
Yeah. No, it's freaking awesome. I would suggest seeing it. Yeah.
Maybe we should bring back 5-minute spoilers.
It hasn't even been a day yet.
That's not even
That's why we do 5-minute spoilers. It can be.
But have you seen the movie?
No.
Then I'm not going to do it. It would
just meet you guys.
Be like, Zach, go away for 5 minutes and we'll be back.
Just an idea. Just trying to throw things out there.
No, I don't know. You know what it is? It's because Pow Wow's tomorrow.
That'll do it.
Go get me some.
Pow Wow season is upon us.
And Indian tacos. I haven't had an Indian taco at the Pow Wow for like 2 or 3 years.
Really?
I didn't have one at the last Pow Wow.
Well, we didn't have one.
No, I mean like in 2019, I didn't have one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I'm like, well, yeah, you didn't have one last year. We didn't have it.
No, I mean the last Pow Wow I went to, I didn't get an Indian taco. I was like, I'll get one next year. And then it was like, I made a mistake.
Like, wow. I didn't know it was gonna be one of those life decisions that affect you forever.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'll just wait till next year. And then it never happened.
The one that got away.
Yeah.
That's what all those love songs are about. It's just Frybread that you didn't get.
We need to start a new category of country. It's native country, and it's just talking about Frybread.
Dude, that's what Neon Moon's about.
So it'd be Neon Moon on loop. That's about it.
So, I got a story to tell you guys. Something happened to me this week.
Ooh, spicy.
I'm gonna make a guess. You want to make a guess?
Okay, go ahead.
You pooped your pants.
No.
Oh, okay.
You cut your hair.
No, I didn't cut my hair. You were thinking that because when I was telling Mom the story, but no, that's not what happened.
No,
Hey, what?
Yeah, he didn't tell me the story.
Wait a minute.
I told Matthew, I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you the story. I'll wait till the podcast. So,
Yeah, it's like okay.
I went to Santee to go get Chick-fil-A, right?
I don't even want to hear. I'm just gonna take it off.
It doesn't. Why? Okay. I went to Santee to go get Chick-fil-A, right?
It was a Sunday.
No. It doesn't have to do with Chick-fil-A. I went to Santee to go get Chick-fil-A, and I was like, on my I left Chick-fil-A and I was driving down the road and I was like, man, I have to go to the bathroom really bad. So I was like, you know what? I'll just stop at Target because I need to get some stuff anyways. So I stop at Target. I go in the restroom. I sit down on the toilet and stuff, and I start going into the bathroom, and I'm like, I'm gonna flush the toilet, because blah blah blah. So I
would hope so.
So no, I mean I had just sat down, and people started walking in, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna flush the toilet.
Okay.
So I flushed the toilet, right? I reach back behind me, I'm like, where the heck is this button? And I press the button, and I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting there for maybe 5 seconds, and I'm like, why's my back feel cold? So I start to reach back, and I lift my shirt up like this, and the water line is just spraying my back with water. So I quickly start pulling my shirt up, and freaking my back was soaked. Luckily it didn't get a lot of my shirt. But I proceeded to have to sit there for about 30 minutes just squeezing my shirt, trying to get this water out of my shirt.
Gross.
It's squeezing that bowel movement. Let's be honest.
It's clean water. It's, water from the plumbing. But no.
Yeah, in Target bathroom.
Yeah, Santee water.
Oh, that sucks.
No, so I was sitting in there going I guess I'm gonna have to walk around Target with a big wet spot on my back. Maybe no one will notice.
It is Santee. I mean, it might be all right.
So yeah,
you know what you do? You just walk around when you pass by people. Man, it's hot outside, right? Whew.
That's the thing.
Damn, it's hot.
My mom started laughing, and she's like, they probably thought you were sweating up a storm and taking a dump. And I was like,
I'll say at least could use it as a bidet real quick. Save some toilet paper.
Put your cheeks up next to the thing.
But no,
Bro, Santee is wild.
I was pretty upset. Oh, get this. So I was like, well, this sucks. So I finished going to the bathroom and I stand up and I'm like, well, I got to flush the toilet. Mm-hmm. So I stand to the side, press the button, stand up really quick, like move to the side, and nothing happens. So I was like, so it only happened when I was sitting on the toilet? Like, what did this freaking toilet have a vendetta against me? Just like, hey, you know what? Yep. I'm just going to cover John in water.
Like, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. But no, yeah, it was embarrassing. Like I had to walk around Target with a big wet spot on my back, and I was like, well, I'm wearing a black shirt. Maybe no one will notice, but I don't know.
That's true. Hey, it could be worse.
I was walking by, everybody was turning and looking at me. I'm like, yeah, they're checking me out. They got a wet spot.
No, they're checking you out, John.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at least you didn't make national headlines like that one guy with his KKK hoodie with the mask. You remember that?
Last year.
Oh, that was last year, like beginning of COVID. Like, you gotta wear a mask, so puts his hood on.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Like, they say represent your hood. That's not what they meant.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Santee, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that just reminds me. I was at the Starbucks across the street from that Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say this guy was on crack, but I'm pretty sure he was on crack because he was filling up like a gallon jug from a fire hydrant. I don't know if he burst it open or what, but he's just sitting there with the thing on top and just flowing through. I'm like, okay, that's new.
Put it like on top of the fire hydrant?
Yeah.
That's not going to fill up.
Like I said, he might have been on crack. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow.
I don't know if he did it or just showed up and it was like that, but that's how he's trying to fill up his gallon jug.
Good old East County there.
Mm-hmm.
East County's wild.
Mm-hmm.
See a lot of wild things out there. Know that movie where the wild things are? I'm talking about East County.
Talking about East County. No, it reminds me of those memes that came out where they were like posting Simba and Mufasa, and they're like, everything the light touches is San Diego. What's that dark area over there? That's East County. We don't go
there. Yeah. True.
No, did you get? I know Matthew saw this, but did you see the story about the guy who snuck into an event and tried to ask Logan Paul for a job? You didn't see that? So this guy, it was on, I guess it was on TikTok. I saw it on Twitter. This guy started crying on camera. He's sitting in his car, like he's like, I'm having like a breakdown right now. And he shows the clip at the end. Basically, he walks in and he's talking to Logan Paul, and Logan's like, he's like, you know, I quit my job to come here, and he's like, I wanted to see if I can work for you, and blah blah blah. And Logan's like, well, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I make TikToks, you know, I can. He's like, you can do dance. He's like, yeah, well, not that many. He's like, okay, what are your skills? Oh, I don't have any. Then why would I hire you? He said. He's like, I understand, you know, you watch caught. And he's like, but if you have nothing to offer, why would I hire you? And then he even told him, like, you know, go home. He's like, because he's like, where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from Ohio. He's like, oh, you're like me, from Ohio. And he's like, I understand. I went through the same thing. Get with your friends, just start making stuff. And he's like, oh, I don't have any friends. He's like, come on, you're a good looking dude. Of course you have friends. And he walked away. But this guy was crying in his car, and he's like, I gave up $100K job, $100K a year to come out here and try and ask for a job. I'm 22 years old. And everybody saw this and they're like, 22 years old and you're making $100K?
Bro, you're 1%er right there. Yeah. Take that and keep doing you.
Doing?
Those are crocodile tears you're crying.
Yeah, it's like, you want to start making videos? You have the money to go freaking buy a
full production crew.
Yeah. To buy friends.
You have to film it or edit it. Yeah.
You can buy friends.
That's wild. 100K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, good for that guy. Well, and then I guess at one point in time, good for that guy.
He also said, "Oh, I want you to be my mentor," and he's like, "I'm in no like space to be your mentor." He's like, "I'm not." He's like, "I need a mentor myself." Logan said.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as no one likes the Pauls, like, good for them, you know? They get the vague idea. Like, dude, go create this for yourself. Don't.
Well, not only that,
but
it's like he's like, "I want you to be my mentor." It's like, do you realize like how big of an ask that is? Like, you know, like.
Well, and then to just like, no offense to this guy, like he's a young kid, but I mean,
he's 22.
Yeah, it's like
with 100K.
But it's like, dude, do not just surprise someone and like, it's like when you see people, like I mean, you don't see it happen really, but it's in movies and stuff where they're like, they walk up to somebody and be like, "Oh, I have this script that I wanted produced and I wanted to pitch it to you," or I have this music I want pitched to you. It's like, don't do that to people. Like that's not the way to do it, because you're just instantly getting off on bad footing right there, because they're gonna think, "Oh yeah, he's the guy that came up and surprised me with the pitch," and so it's like, if you want a job, do it the right way. Don't just come up to somebody and be like, "Surprise, I did all these crazy decisions and I want a job." It's like, that's not how things work. The world does not work that way.
That's like a 1 in a million. You hear about that, about like one of the celebrities, like, "Oh yeah, I think it was like Kanye played something for like P. Diddy one day."
Yeah.
But at that time, you're still working for Jay-Z. You know, like he's already in the industry. He's like, "All right, well, I have some work behind me." He didn't just like, "You know what? I'm gonna go surprise these celebrities somehow."
I mean,
show them a beat and they're gonna love it. It doesn't happen.
Go ahead, Matthew.
I was say that guy also said, "Oh, I want to be an actor. I want to do this," and it's like, then go do it. Like, you got 100,000. You're making that kind of money, dude. You got no problem to go like rent a apartment in L.A.
Well, and the thing is, it's like, if you want to be an actor, going and being mentored by Logan Paul is not the way to do it.
Yeah, that guy's not even an actor.
Logan Paul acted in a couple things, but he was never an actor. He was a Vine star who got put in Hollywood because he was popular. Like,
acts like he can fight.
Not even put in Hollywood. He's only done like background stuff, really.
No, he did that YouTube Red series where he was a main character.
Not even put in Hollywood. He's only done background stuff, like I said. YouTube Red doesn't count.
I think he's been in a couple movies too. But anyways, like, if you want to be an actor, you have to do like the actual step. It's a long, grueling process. So it's like, you have to accept that it's not just gonna happen right away. Like, you can't be like, oh, like the fact that he can't handle the rejection from Logan Paul. It's like, you need to get ready for acting then, because there's a lot of rejection that comes in auditioning.
Get rejected.
Yeah. You know, I was watching an interview with Sarah Paulson on the Craig Ferguson show, which was an old clip, but she was talking about relationships, and he's like, "Do you not like rejection?" She's like, "No, I don't." And because she was, she didn't meet people and she wasn't in many relationships. And he's like, "You think you'd be used to that in your industry, because, you guys constantly get rejected when you're, But yeah, it's like, that's a normal thing with acting. Eventually you get to the point, where you're big enough and you're bankable enough that people write parts for you.
Yeah.
Or they ask you to audition for a part.
Yeah, but it's like, when you're starting out, you're just going to be auditioning like crazy and getting rejected. Speaking of Shang Chi, Simu Liu was only in one role, which was a TV show before this movie. Before that, he was in like a couple YouTube videos, and that was it.
That's not true.
What?
He was a background actor.
Well, yeah, that's not what I mean. I mean like major roles.
Oh yeah, but I mean, he was still in Hollywood. Most actors like that are in Hollywood. They're just in the background a lot.
But like I said, like a lot of actors, like especially like you hear about like Marvel or DC, they're like, I was ready to give up on acting before I got this role because parts just don't work out, or it's just small stuff. Like Gal Gadot was literally about to get on a plane to go back to Israel when she got the phone call from Zack Snyder to play Wonder Woman, and it just completely changed her career. So it's like, you have to be willing to roll with the punches with acting. It's like acting, choosing that as your career. It's like, I think I've seen like Seth Rogen or somebody say like, don't ever become an actor, because it's one of the hardest careers to get into. He's like, yeah, it's awesome when you actually get into it, but he's like, it's emotionally tolling, you know. But yeah, I think it was crazy that guy just surprised Logan Paul like that. The other thing is like sneaking into an event that you're not supposed to be at.
Yeah, that too.
It's funny because he's like, Logan's like, did you sneak into this event? He's like, no. He goes, did you sneak into this event? He's like, yeah, I did. He's like, how are you gonna lie, dude? You're not wearing like a pass or anything in your backstage.
Why sneak in? He makes $100,000 a year.
Yeah, I know, right?
Buy VIP tickets. You can still talk to the guy.
I don't even know what the event was, but yeah, it might have been the boxing match actually.
I think it was.
Because
It was in Ohio. That's where the boxing match was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you guys watch the fight?
I watched. Actually, yeah, we did watch part of it. That's right.
Did you guys get scammed like the rest of the world?
No, watch it for free.
Well, you can't say that out loud, dude. Get banned.
Get banned for what? I didn't say where I watched it.
Watched it at a friend's house.
Oh, wow. Watched it in my brother's room.
No.
You see, he's retired now.
Who is?
Jake Paul.
He's not gonna box anymore.
He tweeted out, "Retired boxer."
Okay.
Because he got. I'm not saying that he didn't lose, but like, I think he finally felt the power of a real fighter.
Yeah.
Who wanted the business and he wasn't about it.
I told John because I was watching it and John was trying to do something because we were gonna go see Don't Breathe 2, which is another good movie.
Yeah.
And so we were sitting there and I was watching it and he was trying to finish a clip that he was working on. So I was watching it and I saw the part where he actually connects and when Jake actually falls back. I was like, dude, John, when Jake got back up, he was scared. You could see the fear in his face. He came back up and he did not go towards him the rest of that round. He stayed back. And then he even walked back I told John, I was like, when he walked back to the corner, I was like, he looked like he was about to cry. He was like, like you could see him
got hit.
breathing. And it's like, yeah, not only that, I told John, I was like, that fight showed that Jake is a one-trick pony. He has that overhand right. And since Woodley ate that overhand right, he had nothing else. Bam, Woodley just, and then he was just like he didn't know what to do, And it's like, or he threw I would say 25 of those overhand rights hard, missed most of them, landed 2 of them, and Woodley just ate them. You know,
he jabbed him back. He's like, "Oh God, all right, cool."
And
let's get this
I
going.
told John, I was like, if Woodley at certain points would actually just push in and start comboing and stuff, Jake would have been done because he started getting gassed from throwing those hard punches. I told John, I was like, he's trying to knock him out. He just keeps throwing hard punches, trying to knock him out, and he's gassing himself out.
I mean, that was the big thing about this fight was that you could see Jake was the superior boxer. Like the combos he threw, they landed. He had, I won't say good footwork, but all right. Yeah. He wasn't a bad boxer. Everyone's talking about, he has knockout power.
Yeah.
Against a 40-year-old retired basketball player and a guy who came off hip surgery a month before to take a fight. He doesn't have knockout power.
And then even before that with Anissan Gibb, he didn't knock out. Well, he did a TKO, and it was because Anissan Gibb just didn't have good footing. Mm-hmm. He was basically just kind of pushing him. That's it. Yeah. Because Anissan Gibb would just fall down, and then when he came back to fight again, Anissan Gibb, you could tell he worked on his footwork because he freaking dominated. What was his name? Was it Taylor Holder? I think it was the TikTok guy.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. He
I didn't see those.
That's why I told John, I was like, this just proves that Jake's not ready for a boxer. I was like, because Tyron Woodley is not a boxer.
No.
Jake
not by any stretch of the means.
Jake had the experience, and stuff like that. He had the footwork and everything, but Tyron was able to go in there and kick his ass, And that's what at the end we told John and I were saying, we're like, we're watching together, and we're like, Jake knows that all he's got to do is stay away now. He was going for points. At the end, he just stayed away. That's why he was laughing. He's like, oh, I'm going to win. And it's like, you know that if you get close to him, you're going to get beat up. So you're going to stay away and just go for points.
As soon as that last round started and I saw that Jake was kind of backing up, I was like, he won. I was like,
yeah,
because he's not.
He landed more punches, so
yeah, he boxed him. He didn't
had
fight
already
him. I would say
got
there's
the
a
points
difference.
out, and Woodley was not being aggressive enough. You know, he was not bad in the fight, but he wasn't aggressive enough in that last round at all. And I was like, yeah, he's not going to win this because he would need a knockout, and he's kind of just letting Jake run around. There were a couple times where Jake was pretty much in the corner, and I was like, you got to get in there and like hit him while he's there, like keep him there. But he just let him slip out constantly.
He controlled the center of the ring the whole time, and I'm like, bro, like you're controlling the middle. How have you not pushed him into a corner and just like comboed him? You know.
Well, that's I guess where that boxing experience comes in.
Yeah,
you know, it's different in MMA and boxing.
Yeah,
so maybe you're get him in a corner and put him against the fence. You can kick him. You got a little more range.
Yeah,
but now you got to step in, and now you're in danger of getting hit as well.
And then it's like switching from MMA to boxing. You have a lot of
it's a huge difference.
Punching, kicking, but a lot of the action comes when you get them on the ground. So it's like, you know, it's not the same. Like they're not used to just, you know, you're not allowed to use your legs. You're not allowed to take them to the ground. So it's probably like really confusing to be there and be like, I can only use my hands, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
But
I don't know. I'm just saying.
That's funny that
Jake Paul, if he is retired, he made a good, like, I'd say like 5-6 million through all these fights. And he's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna dip out. I got paid. I did what I needed to do. Until some other retired guy comes along, it's like I can probably hit that guy.
I was just saying,
can't fight though.
I would not be surprised if this was a tactic to make money, though. To be like, you know, wait for the right person and be like, oh,
coming out of
retirement. It's like you've only been boxing for like 2 or 3 years.
Well, it's like I said, the whole JJ and Jake Paul thing, KSI and Jake Paul thing. I said KSI doesn't even need to care. Doesn't even need to worry about Jake anymore. Like literally, just don't even like, you know, let Jake talk all he wants, because that's how he gets attention. It's like if KSI just doesn't worry about him and just focuses on his music and then boxes other people besides Jake, Jake will just slowly fade away. Because like that's how it started, was because of KSI calling out Jake originally. It's like KSI single-handedly restarted both of their careers, Jake and Logan, because they were slowly just kind of going down, like not like a lot, but they're like people just didn't really know about them anymore. And then that fight brought back up with, you know, YouTubers boxing, and he challenged Jake, and then Jake wimped out, and then Logan, and then it's crazy.
I think it's so funny though for like these YouTubers and TikTok stars or whatever boxing. There's something about just amateurs throwing hands with each other. Like, no, I will watch that.
Yeah,
it's not good boxing. There's no way. Like, yeah, you might win, but like you're not good. I'm sorry. You watch a real boxer fight, you would die.
What it is it's like people complaining about Olympics, like, oh, they should have done this. You know, like you're watching a boxer, right? You're watching a boxer. Oh, I should have went like this, or should have done that. And it's like, listen, this guy could kick your ass. Like either one of those people in the ring could kick your ass. Yeah. But when you watch like TikToks and stuff, you're like, you know what, I can probably kick their ass. You know?
I'll give my opinion on this, not on like Olympic athletes who are who've done that their whole life.
It's like these guys just took it up like 2 months ago. Yeah, I could probably take it up 2 months ago, be just as good as these guys.
So,
what were you saying, John?
So, our mom got a new car this week, right?
Yeah.
Because her car has been like, she's been in and out of the shop, and they couldn't figure out the problem. So she went and got a new car. So I went with her to Toyota, right? We were talking to the guy about trading cars in, because she traded her car in, and he was saying like, you know, like it costs however much money to trade in, or not to trade in, but to buy, you know, extra keys. And every car they sell, they have to sell with 2 keys, right?
Yeah,
the key fobs. So he was talking to us about cars, and he's like, yeah, you know, like one person had traded in a Jaguar before. But I guess I didn't know this. Did you guys know that one single key fob for a Jaguar is $2,000?
I did not know that. That's
So
insane.
he was telling us that someone went to trade one in, and they only had one. He's like, we're gonna have to deduct $2,000 from the price of the value of your car because we have to buy another fob and they're expensive.
Jeez.
But I was like, that's ridiculous. Why is it so expensive for that?
For the fobs.
Yeah,
That's just life, son.
I was like, just because of
That's
the
how it
name
be.
and stuff. That was like, it's not like the key fob's made any differently or anything.
I mean, look at what the
Look
heck
at
is
it.
it? Cream. They make a bowling ball. They make a brick, and it's like $400 or whatever
Yeah,
for a
Did you say
brick
Supreme?
with Supreme on
Yeah.
Oh, I heard cream. I'm like,
yeah. So did I.
Coffee?
Cut out
it. You heard what?
oh,
cream.
I heard cream, just cream. I was like, huh? I never heard of them, but okay.
We're gonna make a new company called Cream.
No, Supreme.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, it's like what's funny is I had seen Supreme like stuff before, and I always thought like, is this a toothpaste company? What is this?
Yeah,
And
it's exactly like
when
Crest logo.
I was in school, I was in college, and we did a project where we had to make a website. Well, a guy did one on Supreme, and this guy was terrible at presenting, and he just goes, well, I don't think I need to explain this. I think we all know what this is, right? And like 10 of us were like, it's a small class too, so there's only like 15 of us or 20 of us.
Yeah.
But 10 of us look around and we're like, when we raise our hand, we're like, I don't know what this company is. And he's like, oh, well, it's like and then he couldn't explain
It's
it.
hard. Yeah, I still don't know what it is.
And so I looked it up. It's a skate company. So it was a skate company that made skateboards and stuff. And then for some reason, someone liked the design on the shirt and bought it. And then other people bought it. And they basically just drove the market up because people bought the shirts. That's it. And then they started doing, oh, let's do limited drops. That's how you do clothing companies, by the way. Anyone wanting to know? Limited drops. That's how you sell clothing. But they did limited drops of like, oh, this jacket with Supreme on it. Boom, made more money. Because they made more money, they could charge more. So then they just started doing it over and over again. To the point to where they sell you a brick with the word Supreme on it.
I throw that brick straight through the window. Be honest, I would not buy a brick.
I'll show you
I'm making a
Supreme.
brick house,
Yeah.
and it just says Supreme bricks all around it. That'd be the only reason I want a brick.
$1,000,000 home. It's not even that big.
That's all just like a wall, a $1 million wall.
They're like, this is a $5 million house. This looks like a little 4x4 shed.
Exactly.
$5 million.
But do you see the Supreme bricks? Yeah.
Made out of all Supreme bricks. This is the worst house I've ever seen. On 5 acres of land. Just a little tiny brick house.
Just an outhouse.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just an outhouse. But you see that in the middle? Supreme toilet.
And then the pool doesn't really like, just a big pool behind it. Like, the pool's not what's the value, it's the house that's the value.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that's crazy though. 2 G's for a key fob.
Yeah. You know what was also cool is, so we walked into this office and this lady had her desk and I was like, this is a weird looking desk. But she's got like a bunch of papers on her desk and my mom's like signing a couple of things and she's like, all right, time to sign your contract. She moves everything out of the way and the whole desk is a touch screen.
That's probably why it's 2 G's.
And then she's like, now we get to use our fancy pens, and she pulls out styluses like this.
Mm-hmm.
And basically there's a huge freaking screen there that had like, she presses a button, it flips around for you to look at, and then she's like, sign here, sign here, sign here. So you're doing all this stuff digitally, and then she flips
That's
it back
crazy.
and signs, and then she's like, okay, we're all good. And I was like, this is freaking crazy. I wish I could have taken a picture of it, but I was like, I'm not gonna take a picture of this lady's office. But I was like, that's
Confidentiality, John. Can't do that.
I was like, this is insane. Like that like we have technology like this and stuff. But I'm also like, that's kind of weird because it's like the whole desk is made out of a computer now.
I want one of those.
You can't break your desk because then it's like, oh, and I guess it was connected to her like monitor to the side too. But yeah,
That'd be weird. Everybody seeing the YouTube video you're watching, just looking down. Oh man.
Yeah, it's cool.
I was gonna say, since last week we were talking about, I think we talked about it, right? Overwatch.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we did.
Wait, did we?
Yeah, about them changing the name of McCree. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did talk about it. Okay.
You went and bought one just in case.
I got just in case. You never know.
Exclusive.
I went and got it because in case they do change the name, I got one. Plus, I didn't have one, so.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
But then I also got that Ana one, the Shrike one, which I don't think you guys know. But
Nope.
Overwatch players
I know. Who
know.
Ana is.
I only played season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I also got my other Ana and Farah up there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice the Ana one before.
Really?
No.
Up there for a while. Got this.
Oh, I thought that was Vegeta.
His eyes glow in the dark, and his outfit does.
Matthew's embarrassed by Gohan in his Saiyaman outfit. That's why he's hiding back there.
I mean, I would be too. Team Gohan was the best.
Yeah.
You mean this one?
Yeah. That's all I'm talking
Cell
about.
Saga one.
Too bad he quit training and became lame.
I know.
Mm-hmm. So I'd never buy.
Could have been the best.
Well, I will never buy the Gray Saiyaman Gohan. Never.
What about the Yamcha one?
I would buy the Yamcha. I would buy Yamcha before I buy Great Saiyaman.
Is there a Yajirobe one? I want a Yajirobe one.
It probably is actually.
Yajirobe's
I saw something the other day. It said Yamcha in every world tournament either was killed or severely injured in like the semifinals. So I was like, is that true?
I feel like
Poor guy.
Like the creator just has like someone that he grew up with whose name was Yamcha or close to it.
Like,
and he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna mess with and kill this character all the time.
Brother or something.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I put you in the show. I put a character named after you. Oh, really? What'd you name it? Oh, Yamcha. The one that dies in like every season at least once?
yes.
Yeah, that one.
That guy.
It's like Matthew and I were talking about last night, actually. We were like, I'm so tired of Vegeta like not getting better than Goku.
Not getting good.
Because he's got the same exact potential, you know, and I was like, I don't understand. Like Toriyama is just obsessed with Goku. Like I don't
He's
get
overplayed, dude.
I don't get why Vegeta doesn't get as strong ever, or why he's always getting beaten. It's like, oh, Goku's got to save the day. It's like, bring back Gohan or strengthen Vegeta.
Like
Bring back Piccolo.
kill
Jeez.
Goku in the series for at least 2 seasons and let all the other characters actually do it, because it's annoying that they're like, oh, this character's strong, and Goku's like, okay, well, you guys hold him off while I go train and become stronger. And they're like, why do we have to hold him off? Why don't you hold him off? And then he's like, oh, I got stronger. And then the other guy's like, oh, you did get stronger. And he goes, yeah, but you're not at your full potential. So I'm going to give you the sense of being so you heal and you get stronger than I am. So then I have to get stronger. But no one else can beat you except me because I'm the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an idiot.
And that goes on for 47 episodes
Mm-hmm.
before they even fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I'm like, I just have Goku die for like 2 seasons. Let Gohan and Vegeta be the main characters, you know, and Piccolo, and them fight. Because, like I said, I don't know if you saw Dragon Ball.
Kevlar.
What?
I don't know if you.
Kevlar.
I don't know if you saw. Did you watch all of Super, Zach?
I barely got past season 1. That's because of the movie.
Let's just say, really quick, we're not ignoring Kevin Kevlar following. He's just, we know
Kevlar.
him. He's literally in the other room right now.
Yo, Kev's on the bus. What up, Kev?
Actually, I wanted him to be on here, but he wasn't here at the time. So,
ooh, we got a special guest today, Kevlar. Tell the people what you're about.
no, he's in the living room, I think, right now.
Oh, offensive, Kevlar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what just happened to me? Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, boo!
Sorry about that. I hit something on my mouse. I hit something on my mouse and it backspaced out of the page. So everybody cut out for a second. I was like, what the heck happened? And then I was like, oh crap, they only hear me going, oh no, oh no.
Freaking John, dude.
Kevin.
Well, no, it showed us on the stream.
Did it?
Yeah, it showed exactly.
You're the only one.
You were just gone.
Oh yeah, that's right. But they would still hear me. They wouldn't hear you guys because the audio comes through my stuff.
You just hear John. Oh God.
I'm not touching my
eyes.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about Dragon Ball Super, but Zach hasn't watched it, so
you can go ahead and spoil it. I'm probably not gonna watch it. Just being honest.
I was just gonna talk about Gohan being strong and
being trash still. I'd beat that fool up.
No, he's strong. You gotta watch it in Super Tournament of Power.
Really will it be Goku though?
He should, but it's also the show writer, so
exactly.
He rivals Goku without going Super Saiyan, so
yeah, right.
With Goku at Super Saiyan 2, I think.
I'm just saying, if Piccolo still trained Gohan would beat Beerus in a fight. I'll throw that out there. Hot take.
Zach, you have to watch Dragon Ball Super.
I don't want to. I don't like the English version, and I don't like the Japanese version either. It's just not good. I don't know why. The voices bug me.
Mm.
Sorry to both voice actors. It's not the move no more.
For Gohan or
Goku? Goku's voice actor, it's terrible going from English to the original version, man. It's not good.
The Japanese version.
He's all hype here. Yeah. Man. Come on.
That's how I had to
You're in my childhood right here.
Yeah, I had to when Super wasn't finished yet for the dubbed, so I had to watch it in the Japanese. I think it's Japanese. I had to watch it in the original language though, and the voice for Goku. I was just like, man, you know what? I can handle like everyone else's, but Goku's like higher pitched voice. I'm like, it just doesn't fit at all.
Yeah, this is the savior of the universe. This guy, just let my planet get destroyed. All right, it's like Namek. Just blow it up. I don't care anymore. Freaking ridiculous.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I was looking up something really quick.
Oh,
so what other news you got, team?
I don't really have much news.
What?
Yeah, I don't really. I mean,
how about this? Apparently,
Halo.
Miles Teller has COVID.
Oh, that sucks.
Apparently, he didn't want to get vaccinated, and he walked to set with COVID.
I thought they could it's like mandatory for celebrities at this point.
That's what I thought especially for a set, but I don't know. I just saw that on Twitter right now.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the NFL. They're making all the players get vaccinated, or I read something like then they have to sit far away in the locker if they're not vaccinated. They can't do this, but they can still play the game. I'm like, regardless of your opinions on COVID, does that really matter at that point?
Yeah.
Now you're in direct contact with people if you're vaccinated or not. So, like, why make them sit off to the side? I don't get it. That makes no sense. Freaking NFL.
That's because they want their money. That's why. That's what they care about.
Why do I look green on?
I don't know. I just noticed that too. I was looking at that. I was like, because I was looking at both the views on here. I was like, he's not green up there. Why is he green right there?
That was weird. The government, man. I started talking about COVID. Like, we got to tap into this.
No,
What did I say?
it wasn't COVID. You talked about the NFL. That's why.
The NFL's stronger than the government. You didn't know that,
I'll
right?
say bigger than the government. I'll do it. Oh,
See, now your chair's going down.
that was my fault. I hit the wrong one.
Sure.
But you guys see Tim the Tatman switch to YouTube gaming?
Yeah, I did see that.
A day after a day off Twitch. We talked about this, man. Like, will big streamers leave?
I saw some people streaming on that day.
Ludwig or one of the big streamers, like top 1%, was still streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I logged on. I want to know who was streaming on the day off.
Yeah,
I streamed, but I
didn't stream either, but
it was weird because like the smaller streamers, it's like, yeah, it's understandable. Like, you know, you're trying to get your views in and stuff like that. It's like the bigger streamers, it's not going to affect them really, you know, for them taking a day off. But no, it was weird because like I just went to check. I was like, you know, let me go see on Twitch, and like most of the people there was only like 4 people online, and like no one else. But they were all like not as like big YouTubers.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of people take it off.
YouTubers. But yeah, no, like if they honestly like these streamers really want to hit Twitch, you know, where it hurts is they just switch to a different platform.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I mean, you also wouldn't get the things like, you know, the subs like tokens and the pog points or whatever, those things, you know, little emotes and all that. Those you wouldn't get those if you switch to different platforms because you know, it's not integrated as much. But yeah, no, this is like that would be the biggest hit to Twitch is if those Twitch streamers went to a different platform, but they're probably not going to because they're still making money.
It's all about the money, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting that he left. I don't know if he left for that reason, but he just switched like a day after the day off Twitch. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I'm assuming it's just
maybe it was just a planned move. Who knows?
They offered him a good contract.
Yeah.
But he has 7 million in followers.
Oh, I thought you were saying $7 million. I was like, geez.
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, assuming probably half of that is subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like $5 a month. It's a lot of freaking money, man. These Twitchers out here.
No, it's ridiculous.
Make some dough.
Yeah. Who streams
also
on Twitch, though?
Hey, we also stream on YouTube right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn right, we do both.
Mm-hmm.
Get you a man who can do both. Be a hypocrite. All right.
We're gonna stream on everything. And we're gonna put Facebook on there. I don't
Amazon Prime Gaming.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, I forgot there's Amazon Prime all.
Yeah, I saw that once. It was weird. I was like shopping for something for Amazon, and then it was like a little video was playing, and I'm like, what the heck is this video? And then I clicked on it, and there's this guy like sitting in a room with a green screen, and he's like talking. And I'm like, wait, is this a streamer? What the heck? I didn't know Amazon had streaming.
You know what'd be funny is if they got to the point where it's like you're like, oh, I feel like buying a green screen, and you're like looking through the pictures of it, and it just cuts to a feed of a guy using the green screen. You're like,
that's pretty much what it was. That's pretty much what it was. I was looking for a product, and underneath it showed the guy's live stream.
I just hope I don't have to buy toilet paper from Amazon. He's like, so this is toilet paper.
The guy's like, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the toilet stream where I'm just sitting in the throne room.
That's probably honestly a thing somewhere.
You know, if it's not, I bet you it could be.
I wonder,
like a toilet Tuesday, just sitting on the toilet.
I wonder if that's like, if that's breaking terms of service if you stream from your own bathroom and just call it like throne stream or something. Like
I doubt it.
Like
people do the hot tub
if
stream.
you didn't show anything, like it's just like it looks like this, but you're sitting on a toilet and you're dressed like a king because you're sitting on the throne.
No, I don't think you would be breaking the terms of service if you're not showing anything.
I don't know, man. Twitch is weird. They might ban you for whatever reason.
That's the next big thing right there, dude. Toilet stream, sitting on the toilet.
So we'll be on the toilet next week's team. Make sure you tune in.
Sitting on the toilet.
It's gonna be a steamy one. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be wet and wild.
It'll be sponsored by Taco Bell.
We'll just eat a bunch of Taco Bell beforehand, so no muting in the mics though.
Gross.
He's so nasty. No, I wouldn't do that.
That'd be so gross. Just
Guess it's just me and Matt.
You just be sitting there like, yeah. So I was the other day I was, and you're just like, hold on, I gotta flush.
Gross.
It's getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's getting warm in here.
In your room?
Yeah.
Because you're thinking about going to the bathroom.
What's that Taco Bell?
I turned on my
That gets
fan,
everybody hot
that's
and
why.
bothered.
I don't know. My room feels fine. I don't know. Matthew gets hot easily, apparently. The other day,
Hot flashes?
I like how John said. I said it's getting warm in my room. John's like, my room feels fine. Yeah, John, I'm not talking about your room. I'm talking about my room.
I know, but
this is not how it works.
Bigger, so it gets hotter. In
there you go again, man. Back season 1 stuff.
Shut up.
I got a big room. I got a long hallway. Got this big TV
John,
and a big computer. Frickin'
That's like
John,
saying,
man.
"Oh, someone slapped my arm and my arm hurts." Well, my arm doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
What is it's not relevant? It doesn't matter.
He has a point.
But no,
it's a pretty good point.
Like I said, Matthew gets hot easily because I walked down to the kitchen yesterday and he was passed out in the kitchen, like asleep in the chair. And I was like, "Hey, why are you falling asleep? Did you not go to sleep?" He's like, "Oh, it's hot in here." It was not hot in there.
No,
it was like 75 degrees.
John likes to tell stories. That's what he likes to do. So what happened was I had gotten up early and I was bored and I just like laid back, went to sleep, but then it's in the it's like a breakfast nook type thing, but it gets a lot of sun and it warms up in that area. So it was warm in there. John's just weird and apparently doesn't feel heat. When you got a cold, dead soul like that, heat does not penetrate, apparently.
Stupid.
That's fair. You got a heart made of ice.
Mm-hmm. This
pump cold blood.
John's a vampire. That's why he asked that question that one time about vampires going to the bathroom.
No,
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
You did ask that, John.
I just wanted to see if anyone else would answer and think it's.
He was waiting for the other vampires to hop in chat.
I wouldn't be on screen right now.
That's something a vampire would say.
That only works in mirrors.
Yeah, John.
Silly John.
You're not being mirrors.
Exactly. Anyway, team.
Let's
talk about Let's talk about what's on everybody's mind at the moment.
Okay, what's on your mind?
The console shortage.
Oh God.
Of great 2021 and 2020, probably 2022. Dude, there's no Xbox Series or PS5 for sale anywhere. What's the deal? How do we fix that? Minus y'all having one of the either or.
There we go. Now you can't tell. Now I look like I'm just taking an awkward school photo.
Well, minus John. You know, what happened to the staying in line all night for the midnight release? What happened to that? What happened to the good old days?
COVID. Who's released
Space
COVID?
Yeah.
Like you can't
put us out 6 feet apart. Put us out 6 feet apart. We'll be all right.
Like that's the thing. Like because they released that Halo special edition last week, and Matthew wanted to get one, and it sold out really fast. And I was like, they need to stop doing these online waiting rooms because people just have programs that are run to go to all these websites and buy as many as they can.
Stupid. Like, I mean, that's one way you stop these people from
it's like
reselling.
It's like they started doing because you can't buy those consoles if let's say they're in stock and you go to Target or Walmart or Best Buy. They're like,
you can't buy them in store.
You have to go online and buy it first and pick it up here. And it's like that doesn't solve the problem. Actually, having them in the store is the solution to scalpers.
Honestly, it really is.
Well, the problem is that like they would also have to do control. Like some companies are being proactive on it, and some aren't. You know. Because like Best Buy, when they get theirs in stock, you have to sign in, to your Best Buy rewards like thing and all that.
It's still free though,
because when people do these scalpers, when they do like buying multiples, they use bots to go in and buy. So
exactly.
It basically deters them away because they have to sign in. They can't sign in that many times.
You say deters? Deters?
Whatever.
I'm going with Dieter's. Dieter sounds better.
And then another one is GameStop. GameStop, you have to have the Gamer Plus or whatever it is.
You have the Pro membership.
Yeah, the Pro membership.
People need.
So basically, it gets that blocks scalpers too, because they can't log in a bunch of and pay $15, for the Pro membership with a bunch of like bots or whatever. And then some companies do package deals where they put like Xbox points or PlayStation points in there with a game also. And that will make them go away because they don't want to buy a bunch of those and then have the games because they can't really get rid of the games or the points. They don't need it. They just need the console so they can sell that.
Here's what they need to start doing. Just start having pre-orders in store. And, instead of doing like a stock, like, once we're out of pre-orders, you can't get one. Just start doing it. And just be like, oh, you're wave 1, you're wave 2, you're wave 3. When they come in, you'll get one. Just start doing it like that.
Here's the thing. I remember
think that's what they did for the Xbox One, actually, too. They did them in waves like that.
What were you saying?
Did they? I remember when they announced the PS5, like, oh, sign up here. You'll get a notification. But then it was like, if you're within a certain amount, right? Because they cut it off.
Yeah.
Why not when you signed in, you had your account, you did all those things. All right, now you have one reserved later. Like maybe pay the $5 or $10. Like, what's the new one that came out from Steam? The Steam Deck. Like, yeah, pay $5. Yours is reserved. It'll eventually get to you.
Yeah.
Instead of like, all right, well, you didn't get it. Now you got to face scalpers and wait however long to get it. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense.
Let people reserve them and just be like, yeah, you're wave 1, wave 2, whatever. Yours will take longer, but you'll get it at this point. Because then a scalper can't pre-order a whole thing and just be like, no, one per household. If we see your address more than once, it's not gonna. You're only getting one.
Well, per account per household, because then it wouldn't work with us buying it, John.
I already have one, so it doesn't even matter.
No, I'm saying that's my point. Like, if I were to buy
that's
one,
John's point though. He's like, screw you, Matt. I got one.
I would be able to buy
one too.
Oh,
he's got one. He's sitting to his right. He just can't see it on camera.
What?
Damn.
Your Xbox?
Oh no, I'm talking about the PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm talking about PlayStation.
Also. But you were saying one per household. I said that wouldn't work if there's like, for example, me and you live in the same household.
Yeah, but you weren't living here originally. So
I said one per account.
Well, I'm just saying, if y'all can snag another one, let your boy know. I got Venmo. We'll talk after.
One of these days, I want to buy another PS5 and just have it sit right there.
I'll really fly out and kick you, John. Straight in the shin.
I would not do that. That would not be. It's not. That's $500 for a joke is not a good thing.
I mean, $500 for a ticket out there and back. So yeah, I'll fly out there to kick you and then take the PlayStation with me.
Be pretty good joke, John, for $500.
Like I said, I will kick you straight in the shin and take both of them.
Now,
and then I'll leave.
Are you looking for the disc version, or are you looking for?
I don't either or. It doesn't bother me.
The discless, the digital one is a lot easier to get than the
I wonder where that is.
Which is weird because I remember when they announced the discless one, everybody's like, "Oh, I want that. I don't want to deal with discs anymore." But I was like, "Yeah, but I have a disc one and I can do either or." Like,
I think it's because of the memory and stuff, or the.
It's not any different. The hard drive's not different.
You still got to download the games, don't you? Either way.
Yeah. Pretty sure the hard drive is
That's
different.
what's. I don't understand the disc version. If you have to download the whole damn game and then stick the stupid disc in,
I don't.
What's the point?
I don't. Here's the thing. I hate that current gen. Like this happened with the Xbox One and PlayStation 5 or PS4. Yeah. Why do we have to download games when we buy them now? I miss the days where it was like, oh, I get a game, I put it in, I can play it right away. And I think it's because games are so
like
high res now and high frame rate performance stuff, that it works a lot faster if it's installed than, you know, running disk. It's like in school they told us
That is why.
know, you have files like a Photoshop file, do not work off of your USB, take the file off, put it on the computer, work on it, and then put it back on, because it's like it takes a lot longer to communicate off of that drive. So I think that's what it is with the games as well. It's like, you know, a PC or like a not a PC, any console. It's supposed to be, if you download the game, it loads faster because it's not spinning a disk to try and get the signal and whatnot. But it's like, it is so annoying that we can't just do that with discs anymore. Like,
right? You can't just plop it in and play.
Yeah.
That's awful. I might get it, I guess, to a certain extent, but if you got to download it anyway, I mean, if you want the digital version, like, if you have good internet, it's not a problem. You can download whatever.
I don't mind the downloads as much. It's just they take so long.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when freaking Call of Duty introduces like 100 gigabyte updates every freaking time.
Bro. First of all, you're playing Call of Duty still, so I feel sorry.
I mean, I haven't played in a while, but yeah.
I tried re-downloading it the other day because my friend was like, dude, just play Warzone. I'm like, yeah, let's play Warzone. I updated it. It was like 1,000 gigs. I'm like, okay, cool. Good thing I got this 2 terabyte SSD drive for my PC. Took up half of it. As soon as I start to play, I'm dropping like 50 frames. I'm like, what? It's not even playable. Not even playable. I'm like, all right, I'm deleting this forever.
You probably needed to adjust your performance on there.
Probably, but I'm like, dude. And then like,
You need to adjust your performance on Apex too.
yeah, that's why I haven't played. All right, I don't need to stream that no more.
No, like I remember
Ridiculous.
Like with the Series X, they announced these. They're like, oh, we're gonna sell these little Seagate memory cards. They're very proprietary. Like they were made just for the Series X. And they're like, oh, they're like 5 terabytes or something like that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. They're like $250.
They're expensive.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And then I go online and I find this thing, which is just a Western Digital hard drive.
Yeah.
It's like $60 and it's like
and
six
right?
terabytes. Yeah. But I was like, does that little hard drive like run faster? Is that why like those are so expensive, or why they were made? Like if I bought one of those and loaded my games on it, would it just like boot up a lot faster than using a USB port? But I was like,
nah, it's just holds 5 terabytes.
It's just, I don't understand it.
It's freaking ridiculous, man.
To be honest, I need
it's hard being.
But
y'all going to Pow Wow this weekend?
Yes, we are going to the Pow Wow this week. I mean, we're supposed to.
I mean, I'll be there in spirit.
I'll live stream for Zach so he could be at the Pow
please.
Wow.
Dude, that's what we should do.
Go live from
Sunday.
Pow. We're live
go
from
live
the
from
drum
Pow Wow.
circle. Sir, you can't be talking while we're trying to drum here.
This is the drum circle. Yeah, see, that's what we need,
we're all
man.
dancing. We're like, hey, yeah, we're live.
You guys should do it.
Two step.
Be hype. Be interesting.
No, we're not allowed to. I mean, we can live stream. We're not allowed to dance, is what I'm saying.
What? Oh yeah, you guys aren't.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
No, man.
But y'all can 46 it. Bah, bah, bah. All night, baby.
No, I would love to live stream from Pow Wow, but I don't know. I the whole live streaming in public is kind of weird for me.
It was like vlogging. I know we had this conversation.
Yeah,
but...
we did. But I don't know. Like, I would feel really weird about live streaming in public, like, because I'd feel like it would just, it would just be like bothering people. I think.
I don't think so. Because like, here's my idea for it. You set up a booth, like all the other booths there, but yours just happens to be like in the circle,
dude,
right by the announcers. And put the camera on the announcer so you ain't got to do anything.
I was gonna say, if you're trying to live stream and you're by the announcers, just be like, yeah, so we're here to hold you, show. Like, yeah, and so like we're here at the Pow Wow, and like next up I got Yellow. It's like no one would hear anything.
Okay, I didn't realize
Exactly.
you meant that for booth. I thought you meant like a food booth, and I was like, yeah, dude.
No.
I want to set up a food booth and have a Frybread cam where it's just showing Frybread being made all the time.
That's not a bad idea
It's
either.
not a bad idea.
Actually, I would definitely tune into that one more than the announcing.
Thanks for the donation. I'm gonna eat a Frybread then.
Every $5 buys me a Frybread. So
every $20 we'll eat a Frybread, and then you get to choose which condiment we put on it.
Every $20.
Hamburger
They
meat.
said honey for this one. Put honey on there.
Frybread hamburgers. Where'd that guy go?
I don't
Bring
know.
those back.
He would, dude.
Please.
He faded into legend.
Yeah.
That's
He really
what
did. He did the dang thing, man. He showed up. He's like, I'm gonna blow these people's minds,
We'll talk about him for generations.
and then never came back.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be passed down to our children and our children's children.
And they'll be like,
There's this man who came to Pow Wow. He took the fry bread, cut it open, shoved a burger in there, some cheese. Oh yeah, delicious.
And then they'll be like, why don't you just do that? Like, you don't understand.
You don't understand.
You weren't there.
It's sacred.
Right?
You don't just
Holy,
make
what-
a fry bread burger.
Why did someone just run after seeing Jesse Owens run? You don't understand. I don't have that natural talent.
Those are facts. All right.
I miss camping out at Pow.
I don't.
I know you don't because you're weird.
Because it's
Maybe it's
freaking
fun.
hot, dude. We
Yeah, it is
go to
hot.
sleep
It is
and
hot.
wake up sweating.
It was better
That's the
with
best way
the
to do it.
times when it was cold. No, but it's not that I miss camping at Pow. It's that I miss camping out with all the cousins and stuff like that.
That's fair.
But it's like once like people stopped camping out, I was like, and then one year it was just Matthew and I sitting there like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this again.
No,
You guys
what
are at
happened-
Glamp It, man.
What
Go
what
glamping.
happened was we were sitting there and John was like, "Oh, we're gonna camp out." And like, John, no one else is coming. Like, he's like, "Oh yeah," and then he's like, "Yeah." Huh?" And so we got there and he's like, "Are we gonna set up the tent?" And I'm like, "I'm going back to the hotel." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna go back to the hotel too." And then it was so good. I had one of the best like nights of sleep.
Yeah, that's why you guys got Glamp It, man. Get a trailer, just stick it out there,
Mm-hmm.
set up the Xbox, be chilling.
Mm-hmm. Now, like, I used to hate like sitting by the fire, and like it goes out and it's just smoking, and then you go to bed, wake up like congested, full of like smoke in your nose and stuff,
Best
and then
feeling ever.
you wake up and you're just sweating because it's so hot.
Exactly, dude.
And you're
That's
sweating
Pow Wow
the-
weekend,
You're
man.
sweating like the smoke out of your
Dude,
spores.
Matthew,
You're just like,
Matthew,
"Ugh."
Matthew,
Just like you came back from the
Grandpa
dead.
was right. You're a city native now. That's what it is.
So
He's
you
a city boy, man. Spent so much time down the hill.
come from the guy with the big fancy computer.
Hey, someone has to run the podcast, okay?
Oh, so now you run it, huh? Oh, John runs things.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow, John runs things now. Apparently, that's what he
okay.
said.
Oh, yeah, I do run things. Look at that. I'm on camera. I'll
wow.
put Zach on camera.
Wow.
Okay, we'll take Zach off. Oh, it's just me. I
No,
have to put
please.
it back.
Wow.
Oh
I thought
man.
this was the John Welch podcast. I'm just
No,
yes.
It
Good
is,
to know,
okay.
John. Good
So-
to know. All right.
The worst one is when we camped out and we woke up and it was raining.
Oh, yeah.
And it was still like 80 degrees at like 9 in the morning.
Also,
So it was hot and wet.
we
I'm saying,
forgot
that's
we forgot to put that little overhang thing on our tent. So the-
rainfly.
So yeah, so the water was just basically hitting us on our air mattress.
Rookie mistake, man.
Mhm.
You know what happened is we went to set that up and I told John, "Oh, we should probably put up the last thing." And he's like, "We don't need it." Then we woke up the next day with rain.
Mhm. It builds character, Matthew. I needed you to learn a lesson.
Are you trying to torture me by dripping
like,
water on my face?
Exactly. I don't know if it was Pow Wow weekend. It was a long freaking time ago. Someone had a trailer, and you guys had like a LAN party of Halo. Was that Pow? That was a long time ago. I remember I couldn't go because.
Oh, you mean we had a LAN party at our house? Because we never had a LAN party at the Pow Wow.
Yeah.
No?
We never did it. Pow Wow, yeah.
No, I wouldn't take a video game console to the Pow Wow.
I don't know, but it was something like that. It was along those lines, and like I wasn't able to go, and I literally bawled all night. So let's go to play Halo, and everyone they got to go.
Yeah,
so that guy, right? Why did he get to
go? so I was gonna say 1 year we did like Andrew brought all his friends, and we happened to have like a small trailer at the Pow Wow because Matthew and I were dancing that year, but we had a LAN party at our house with like 16 people. Like we had 4 Xboxes set up and whatnot because Cameron brought his Xbox, Matthew had one, Andrew had one, and then I don't remember who brought the last one, probably one of Andrew's friends. But yeah, we had like 4 people in my room, 4 people in the living room, 4 people in Matthew's room, Andrew's room, Matthew's room.
What?
And then 4 people in like the kitchen or something. Yeah, it was honestly so freaking fun though.
I bet it was.
We had to do a LAN party.
Sounds like a good time.
We had one in Andrew's room, 2 in our room, and then 1 in the living room.
I've always wanted to do another LAN party, but it's just like,
dude, like
getting everybody together as adults is a pain in the ass.
The last time we did one was at Cameron's.
That was my birthday.
Yeah, when we scared the crap out of Kevin.
That was a good time too. Yeah, that was a good time.
Cameron had his Xbox set up in his room. We had one in the living room, and then in that side room we had like 2 or 3 TVs set up in there.
Well, you know what we're gonna do, Zach? We're gonna do a LAN party. Xbox Series X only though. Sorry, Zach.
Cool. So sounds like y'all got my birthday present.
It'll just be me and Matthew. We're the only ones that have one.
It's like
fine with me.
It's like a thing that says in Avengers Endgame it takes place in 2025 or whatever, and Core can be seen playing a PS4 because even in the year 2025 the PS5s are still out of stock.
Yeah.
Facts, man. Big old facts.
I really want to do a LAN party again. It's just like I said, it's just a matter of getting people to actually come over. And I mean, you live out of state now.
Yeah.
Like I'll bring my PC.
I always wanted to do like, and I had planned on doing it. This was before the pandemic, but I was like building up the man cave and stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna set it up so that we have a LAN party, and I want to start doing a tournament. Like I talked to Caesar about this too. I was like, what I want to do is get like a big wheel and have like a tournament where everybody has to spin a wheel, and it's like the bracket is basically you versus this person, but the wheel determines what game it is, whether it's Halo, it's Tony Hawk, Super Smash Brothers, like just all these different games. I was like, so you have to be ready to play at any time in any game.
That was my idea, the Gamer Gauntlet.
That wasn't your idea. It was my idea.
Cool. Did we do that for Andrew's birthday one year?
We did a Smash Brothers tournament. Yeah, this was like when Melee first came out, so
it was like a long time ago.
2002 or something like that.
Damn, you guys are old. I'm old too for being there, but
I was born in 1990, so.
Jeez.
I saw the 90s.
That's right.
Sorry, Bailey.
I am the 90s.
She was 99, okay?
She saw.
I don't know if that counts.
No, like it's weird to me to think like there are some people who weren't alive for 9/11. Speaking,
99 is not the 90s. You literally had 1 year and then boom, you were done.
Hey,
it's like
that, man.
It's like saying
she'll argue.
It's like saying that I'm Irish. It's like, I get cut and there goes my Irish blood.
Just because I drink Jameson, all right? I like Irish car bombs doesn't mean I'm Irish, all right?
Like we're not that
drink my
much
Guinness.
Irish.
Yeah, Bailey, you were not a 90s baby. You were a 2000s baby. If you're born in 99, you're a 2000s baby.
Just because I go to Hoolie's every Friday doesn't mean I'm Irish. Leave me alone.
Is she considered millennial or is she considered Gen Z?
I think she's
the cutoff,
Gen Z. I don't know. Because I'm considered a millennial. Yeah.
Damn Zoomers. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I was gonna say,
okay, Boomer.
millennials
Just flip me off.
Babe, take it easy.
Bailey's home. We're gonna have to ban you. No, I'm just kidding.
Kick her off. Kick her off.
We don't need that toxicity on our channel.
It's a family-friendly show.
Yeah. We just on Wednesday we just took a break for that specific reason. Are you born 96?
I'm 95.
95? Okay, 96 is the cutoff.
Heyo.
So she's a Gen Z.
That makes me a millennial, baby. I've read the world.
1981 is the start of millennial. That's what people don't understand. How old?
81?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Like when people talk about
people
millennials,
like 40. Jesus.
Yeah. When people talk about millennials, they're like, yeah, these dang young millennials. It's like, dude, the oldest millennial is 40. The youngest one is what, 20, 25, 26?
I'm 25, about to be 26, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a huge gap. I thought it was like my age. It's like early 90s, you know?
Yeah.
Like us. Literally us. Damn, 80s?
So that means Bailey's a Zoomer.
Freaking Zoomers, man. Ruining the world even more.
With their TikTok dances and
their
not knowing what MySpace is.
They're restarts of all 90s movies.
Bailey
and they're not good.
Was 6 years old when I made a MySpace.
That's weird.
That's super weird. Damn, John, you're old.
I was 15 at the time. Okay.
So old.
Zach's talking about MySpace to Bailey, and she's like, "You can have your space. I don't get what you're talking about." Yeah, you can have your space.
Like your room's right there. Just go in.
Like your office? Are you talking about?
Like, hey, you go to jujitsu 3 times a week. Just go. That's your space. Thanks, babe. Not what I'm referring to.
She's just standing outside that door right now with the bar of soap.
Hopping out my window, man. She ain't gonna have no idea.
She's just waiting. She's like, once that podcast ends, once he cuts that camera,
right?
Zach, we'll give you a chance to escape here. I'll cut to me. There you go. Now you can run. Hurry before she comes. Oh, where'd Zach go? That was weird. He's just suddenly gone.
Not like they're in the same house or anything.
She'll have no idea. Gotta scoot my way back in. Ew.
I was gonna say, why didn't you zoom in on him and scoot back in?
I was trying to. I didn't have it ready though.
You know what's gonna happen is Bailey's gonna send a bar of soap to us.
I know.
She's send it back to California. She's gonna say, "Beat yourself up with this." She's gonna pay someone to fly out to California,
right?
We're gonna open our window, look out in the driveway, and someone's just gonna be standing there with a sock and a bar of soap. Bailey sends her regards. Oh man.
You guys ready to wrap up? We're going for an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I
think that's good.
Yes, man. If you're trying to kick me out,
I mean, if you want to, look, I understand you're scared right now.
I don't want to go outside.
So we can keep going if you want.
We're going all night, John.
We'll go for an 8-hour podcast.
At least 8 hours. When she goes to bed, then I might be able to leave.
What does hour 8 look like? Just.
Zach's like, we're going for 8 hours until I can get a ticket back to California. Mm-hmm. Where it's safe.
My flight leaves at 11, so we gotta go until then.
Oh man.
No,
I guess
if you guys want to keep going, I don't mind.
I say we wrap it up so I can turn my air back on. I'm sweating under my knees.
Right.
I had to put my fan back.
We're gonna keep going. Matthew's right. He wants to keep going.
All right, we'll see you guys.
No, I'll go. It's like a movie outro right there.
That was nice. That was well done.
oh, doesn't work as well the other way.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys for joining us. This is Whiskey Boys podcast. If you want to check out more of our stuff, my Twitch channel is twitch.tv/Jonald214. Zach's is twitch.tv/unexpectednoob6, and Matthew's twitch.tv/agent_monkey MUNKY. You can find all our links there. We have our links on our Twitch as well, or our YouTube. Mm-hmm. But yeah, thanks for joining us, and hopefully you'll see us on Wednesday. I think we're gonna probably stream again. And Zach streams on Mondays, I believe.
Wednesday, baby.
And me and Matthew don't really stream except for on the podcast.
Yeah, we haven't streamed in a while.
So yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.